Hello everybody and welcome back. Sorry for the noise in the background, there's a 3D printer running. But we just came back from Formnext, Germany. Only the largest forming manufacturer of Faire in basically the world. And same as last year, we were invited by CIRP. CIRP is a local company close to Stuttgart who manufactures or who specializes in everything manufacturing around 3D printing and rapid prototyping. FDM manufacturing, CNC milling, laser sintering. They know how to do it and they can integrate it into your product flow. And they will even help you do it really quickly. As always, they invited us to their booth and it was very nice. Really nice people there. We enjoyed their company, we enjoyed their hospitality, and we had a lot of fun there. And from then on, we actually toured the fair, and there were, I think, 4 halls. We managed to see about 1.5 of them. There was just so many people, so much stuff, so much to see, and it was so much fun. And well, we just kept bumping into people and getting stuck. Yeah, but we do have a lot of takeaway from the fair. I mean, we did manage to visit Polymaker, for example. More about that later. We met the guys from Rosa filaments. I'm a big customer of theirs. And we met Big Tree Tech. They were there too. We were planning to meet Philip from Meltbro, but unfortunately he wasn't there. But we had a lot of fun and there was just so much to see. And there was also a lot to learn, and there were a lot of things that are new and a lot of things that are changing. And while I go through all of the things that I brought with me, I'll talk about that a little bit. But let's start off with the most interesting stuff. So let's start off with Polymaker. On the Polymaker booth, we got to meet this guy, Matt Denton, and his huge Lego car. We also got to meet James Bruton, who's basically the person to make everything balance and move. He's just incredible, and I'm a personal fan because he uses TNZs for everything, and my projects like the 64 again or the Altair, they all also use TNZs, so I enjoy that a lot. And I don't have the resources to build things that big, but he's a huge inspiration. And the two of them were like super friendly, and we got a lot of history behind the Lego car project, which was absolutely mental. It's a wonder that he made it to Germany with this thing. I mean, this is 102 kilos of filament. It is just incredible. And yeah, we talked a lot with the guys there. We got some coffee, and they gave us a bag of swag. And I must actually say I'm a long-time customer of Polymaker. They have great filament. They have super quality. And basically, if I get this here, my only filament dryer is theirs, because it's the only one that I would recommend, because it's the cheapest and it's the only one that doesn't sell you any lies. All they're saying is put your filament in there with some desiccant and it's not going to pick up more moisture. It doesn't fix anything. It just keeps your stuff fresh, and that's exactly what they're for. So let's have a look at what's in the bag. I haven't looked yet. We have something that's packed really well. have a cap. Nice one. And it says Polymaker and has a roll of filament on the top. So I like that. It's a little bit big for me, but it's a nice cap, and it's good for the winter. It's going to get cold, and no hair, so no warming. We also have, I think it's a calendar or a notebook. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Oh, that's a soft texture. It's a notebook, project book. We always need these. And then a box, and the box says Panachroma. And I have to tell you, they have incredible new filaments. This Panachroma line of colored filaments, they're really, really amazing. These are the strongest colors that I've seen in a long time. But if there's a trend to Maker Faire, to the Formnext this year, it's colors. All the filament makers were there, and colors and shines are amazing. I have more of that. And in here is a big cup. Only one coffee a day. That'll do. All right. What else? What else? There's something more in here. We have magic something. It's a 3D printing adhesive. I usually don't use those, but maybe I'll give it a try. Right, and then there's another giveaway from CIRP, which is it's a lid for glasses and cups, and you can just put it on here like this, and you will have no more bees in your beer or your coffee, because you could just open it like one of these nice tin mugs that you used to have in Germany that are so popular. And we also have the bag, and the bag is really high quality. It's pretty sturdy. I mean, if you got like 5 kilos of filament, you would have been able to put them in there. And thank you very much. Really enjoyed that. Also, we spent a lot of time there. I mean, there was so much stuff to see, but I think we spent the most time with the Polymaker guys. After that, we went to the guys from Rosa Filaments. That is a company from Poland, so it's made in Europe, and they have incredible colors. They don't have the standard color set. For example, they have a color that I've been using for a while now. It's called Army, and it's a blend of 2 tones of brown with a green, and it's color shifting. So it depends on from where you look. It will have different tones, but it has a very, very good color consistency. And this Army tone is the real thing. It looks super cool on many things. Also, we have something that they call vintage glass, which is pink, yellow, and blue. And for a 3-tone filament, it's really good. And like I said, I buy a lot of like multicolored filaments with them, and I don't have anything to show because everything I print, all my giveaways in those colors, they're all gone. So it's really amazing. Also really amazing, last year, no matter where you went, you always had those large rocket engines. They were made from everything. They were made from filament, like plastic. They were made from steel. They were made from all materials. This year, we had furniture. We had strangest stools. We had I wouldn't put that stuff anywhere in my living spaces, but we had the craziest ensembles, and huge. I mean, like nozzle size 5mm, and that was absolutely mind-blowing how big you can print nowadays. But I'll get back to that. It gets better. But also from Rosa, we got an influencer box, and I'm going to open that up later on the desk, and we're going to have a look at what's in there. I think it's going to be a lot of filament. So what else do we have? Oh yeah, from a company in Slovenia, Azure Film, we have a two-color tone silver PLA silk filament. They had a sample of this there, a vase print, and you wouldn't have been able to tell anybody that that was not brushed steel. It looked truly amazing, and I can't wait to do something with this stuff. They were also really nice, and poor guys need to drive home today at 6 o'clock, and they have a 9-hour drive home. So safe journey, guys. Thank you for having us, and we had a lot of fun. Now, we did meet Nicola from WASP. WASP does everything in clay. They're the guys who built the community center with a 3D printer in clay. They built the houses. They built the biggest stuff. And this year's new thing that they're doing, they're integrating with other machine manufacturers. So they basically upgraded their tools so they become interchangeable. So if you have a 3D printing robot, a robot arm that does 3D printing, you can integrate with them. They have the tools now. Super interesting. And of course, everything that they were showing was working, and all the samples that they had were something new. Like they were combining a clay 3D printer together with a surface mill, so they could 3D print and then mill it clean. That was truly amazing. We went to see a company named Tuka, and they were showing small laser machines, and that was one of the smallest Class 1 certified lasers that I'd seen in a long time. That had a strong airflow, a smoke suppression, so they were using it on the stand. You didn't notice anything. They had a good filter, they had good smoke collection. They claim it's certified Class 1, so you can put it into a classroom, you could put it into somewhere where you're showing it off. That is really cool. And price-wise, they were around 600 euros, so it doesn't break the bank. I'll look into it if I can get one for a review, maybe, but maybe not. Let's see. Very interesting stuff. Now, we also went to to a place that was called Faber Navels, and well, they brought a boat, and it wasn't a small boat. It was like about, I would say, 6 meters long. It had a huge engine on the back, an outboard. It had a perfect helm, and the hull was one piece 3D printed. And this was the strangest thing ever. They let me touch the boat, and it was like, it must be a nozzle of 10 millimeters or something like that. So you can really feel every layer. But the filament felt so soft and natural. It was absolutely surreal. I've never touched anything like it. Nothing that I've ever built felt like that. It was almost natural. Yeah, I could have gone inside. I just took a bunch of pictures and marveled at the size, like 6 meters long, 2 meters wide. It was at least maybe 2 meters high. And according to the documentation, it is 830 kilograms of filament printed in 5 days. And the filament cost is 6,800 euros. And that's not that much. But I suppose the manufacturing itself is a little bit more expensive. But it was absolutely amazing. Haven't seen something that cool in a long time. Yeah, and then somebody came by and put a hammer in my hand and told me to beat it as hard as I could. And I did. I did leave a noticeable little dent in it, but I had no chance of ever breaking it. I don't know how the material that they're using fares in water over a long time, but the sheer size of everything that they were showing, I mean, you have to, you can't imagine that stuff. Everything there was so huge. It was incredible. And yeah, we basically moved on from there. And we saw all the other stands. We were looking at the things. Bamboo Labs was there with the new H2C with the multi-extruder. Flashforge was there. They were showing the multicolor printers, and I would actually like to get one of those to try them out. Apparently they don't need wipe towers. They have very fast filament change. That would be something that I'm really interested in. Unfortunately, the machine that they set up for us to watch doing a print crashed during initialization. I think it had either had problems with the filament or it didn't come up to temperature. It was a Chinese error message. And they couldn't help us because they had another YouTuber there who was filming, and they were all tending to him. We just left the machine the way it was and left ourselves. Then there was, of course, prusa. But we were able to see one of the XL machines, and it's really amazing how fast that thing is, how fast the tool changer works. But the whole stand was so incredibly crowded. We really stood no chance of talking to anybody or getting more material to show you. The strange thing was we went there on Wednesday. Today's Friday, and it was so crowded. It was so amazingly crowded, and there were a lot more visitors than last year, and it wasn't like last year. It was pretty relaxing. Only Bamboo Labs and Prusa, they were absolutely packed with people. The rest was very relaxed. This year it wasn't like that. The whole place was packed. There were an incredible amount of people there. And talking to everybody, it seems like there's a shift in the industry. Like within the last 2 years, all of the basic printers got so cheap that everybody who's interested in now can just get one and experiment and see what's possible and see what's impossible. And for all the things that are impossible, you know that you need to talk to a professional, and that's what the fair was there for. So the professionals can show themselves and can show off what they do. I mean, this is the reason why CIRP invited us. I mean, they are one of the companies that does this professional part. They don't just do 3D printing. I mean, if you need a form for injection molding and the tooling for that, they will develop it together with you. And those are the things that are impossible with a 3D printer. Or when you need materials that just aren't readily available, laser sintering, stuff like that. If you need to set that up, that's when you need a professional. I mean, and that's what that fair was for. So yeah, like I said, we really enjoyed ourselves there. And next year we're definitely coming back if we can. Right, so let's crack into the rosa filaments box and see what we get. I'll get you set up. Okay, so here we are, rosa filaments. Let's have a look inside. What do we get? Ooh, here we go. So we have 3 rolls of filament and we have 2 master spools. Like most others, they have a spool changing setup, and yeah. All right, what did we get? This one is a refill for PLA CF in olive brown. PLA carbon fiber infused olive brown. No way. This was actually I made a short for them. That's how I got this filament. And there was one filament that I said, I want that. And it was this one. Really cool. Yeah, this is a very, it's almost a navy green, but it has a very, very distinctive surface, and it doesn't have any shine to it. It looks like it's a matte color. Now, what do we have here? Oh, we have chocolate. Is it chocolate? Or is it caramel? Let's have a look. Can't eat it because, oh, it's caramel. Okay, that's for later. Wow, I'm salivating. All right, what do we have here? We have a refill of bamboo green. Yeah, like I said, I mean, the colors this year were just amazing. You wouldn't believe how vibrant the colors are getting in 3D printing. Back when I started out, we did have some vibrant colors, but there was nothing like what we have today. And here we have, the last one is another PLA. It's Magic Silk Chameleon. Oh, my son is going to want that one. Yeah, these colors are just truly amazing. Oh, take a look at that. Take a look at the shine and the way that the colors mix. Oh, that is just amazing. Ha ha! Wow. Yeah, we're gonna put that to good use. And then we have 2 master spools. to set these up. They just pop in into the cardboard at the end, and you really have to wedge them in there, and then you have a reusable spool. Neat. Is that one a different color? Nope, same color. Yeah, all right. That is very, very good. Now if we look at the, I take out the one that I already had. This here's the Army. I mean, it's green, one brown and another brown. 3D prints with this just look absolutely stunning. And the last one that I have, we can also get that one out. This one has like the green and blue, a blue shine, a red shine, and then it's greenish on the other side again. Yeah, and those, I really love those filaments, and they work very well too. Last year they gave me some carbon PETG. It wasn't like carbon infused for greater strength, but it was supposed to have a carbon-like surface. And I did a few prints with that, and I was very happy with it. The only downside was it was really hard to get to stick down. But apparently they improved on that, and if you have a build-tack surface or something like that, it's supposed to stick down better now. But yeah, very cool. Now finally we can have a look at the other filament that we got. Where did I put it? Right back here. But I doubt we really, I don't think we'll really see anything with that. This here is the Azure film filament, and it is like silver on one side and gray on the other. And printing with this gives any object a very surreal sheen. It looks absolutely stunning. And yeah, that's a lot of filament too. Great. So we can print a lot. All right. Well, I think that was it. I'm going to leave a few impressions at the end of this video, and yeah, thanks again for everybody that was there, for the people who invited us, for the people that we met that were there. I mean, looking at him, for example, it was really nice meeting the people there. I don't get around much, but I really enjoyed it. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm gonna start cleaning up this mess now. Have a good time. Bye-bye.